What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's pandemic update video for Saturday, April 1st, 2023. I wanted to come on here and tell you, hey, the pandemic's over, but no, April Fools, the pandemic's not over. In fact, you're going to be even more convinced that it's not over after this video. Because we may not even get through all the data today because there are so many COVID positives to report on, with the majority of this being India related. As you know, India's having a huge surge right now, but that's not the only place that's having celebrity positives. Let's start out with a few that I have posted on my website since we have last done a pandemic update video. Then we will get to a whole bunch that I just found as I was getting ready to do this video that I need to add to the website. So first off here, we have a Maya Vijay, who is a model from India. She tested positive for COVID on Thursday, March 30th, 2023, and she is 40 years old. That is reported by NDTV. Apologies if I pronounced some of these Indian names incorrectly. We also have a Raja Kundra, who tested positive for COVID on Thursday, March 30th. This is a British India businessman, and he was said to have tested positive. He is also 40 years old. This was reported by the Times of India. Then we come here to a Patricia Guerrero. California Supreme Court Chief Justice Patricia Guerrero tested positive for COVID on Thursday, March 30th of this year. She is 51 years old, and I got that from Law 360. Then we come over here to an elder, Holland, who tested positive for COVID and is unable to attend a conference. Look, why would you even have these big in-person conferences right now? They're just going to be COVID super spreaders. If you're wondering who this person is, I haven't added it to the site yet. I will later on. Elder Jeffrey R. Holland, who is the quorum of 12, is unable to attend the 193rd Annual General Conferences of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints due to COVID-19. Then we come over here to this Navy Chief, but not the United States Navy Chief. The Indian Navy Chief has tested positive and skips Combined Commanders Conference. So yes, another conference being missed. I mean, poor timing for there to be a conference when India is having a massive COVID surge right now. It's just ridiculous. And then there was this. Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac cancels San Francisco concert due to COVID. Now, she has not tested positive for COVID herself, but some of the people who come with her in her band, they did test positive for COVID, and because of that, they're unable to continue. They don't have enough people to do their performances. And then this is really sad. Harrisburg lieutenant returns to department after tough COVID battle. It's great that he's back, but it really sets up for a reality course. Now, mind you, if you read the whole story, and I will post a story on Twitter in a little bit, if you read the whole story, it does sound like he tested positive for COVID back in August of 2020. It tells you right here. He tested positive back in August of 2020, which, as we all know, that's before the vaccine. So he may have had a more severe case than he would have if he was vaccinated. Although, who knows, we're seeing vaccinated getting severe cases now too, which is really sad to see. But, yeah, he had a long battle. He's finally back on the job. Alrighty, now we move over to this. COVID history. We had this note from yesterday. We couldn't do an update yesterday because we didn't have time to do one yesterday. Anywho, at a White House press briefing back on March 31st of 2021, Dr. Anthony Fauci and Dr. Deborah Birx announced that between 100,000 and 240 deaths in the U.S. were expected, even if social distancing and public health measures are perfectly enacted. And, well, we know we're now approaching 1.2 million people who have died of COVID. Yeah, really bad. Now we come over here to wastewater, and, well, wastewater is just a bunch of bad news today. Look at all these gray dots on the map. Each one of them represents a wastewater site that is not reporting. There's a heck of a lot of them. I hope it's not the trend of something to come. And Missouri, come on. Wake up, Missouri. You're one of the states with the highest amounts of XBB 116. And yet, look at this. There is hardly a wastewater site reporting in your state. Please, please, report your cases. Report your wastewater. We need this data. It's just not fair that you're not doing this. All right, community transmission map from the CDC. Bad news here as well. High transmission went up yesterday. It's now at 30.85%. It increased by 1.24%. So that makes for 994 counties at high transmission. Substantial is at 695 counties. Moderate is at 1,174 counties. And low is at 359 counties. And percentage for low is at 11.14%. And unfortunately, that percent is dropping. That's the 1% we don't want to drop. We want the low to go up, up, up and away, because that would mean that cases are falling. But this indicates cases are now rising. And we already did the COVID variant update for today. XBB.1.5 is still the parent dominant variant in the United States. Let's take a look at Central Pennsylvania, in State College, Pennsylvania. The only hospital in that county is the one we like to watch. And look at this here. On the 28th, they had 9 COVID hospitalizations. 29th, 8, then 9, and 9. You're seeing a theme here. It stopped at 9. It did this the week before. There's a reason for it. I don't have it up on the screen. I should have had it up on the screen. There are no hospital beds left at that hospital. On our Pennsylvania dashboard, the Wednesday update shows 0 adult beds available. There's 4 ICU beds, and I believe all of their pediatric beds are available. But regular adult beds, it says there's 0, so I'm assuming they're discharging COVID positive people. They're saying, oh, we don't have room for you. That's my guess. All right, now we get to New York State. New York State, 842 cases. And take a look at this. The COVID positivity, just 1.2% over the last 24 hours. Wow, that's the lowest I've seen in a long time. Finally, some good news in this video. 7-day average, 1.9%. That's also some good news. And now it looks like we have an error on their website. Is it false hope? Maybe it's not as good of news as we thought it is. Maybe they're hiding the data, because we just saw that error message pop up on the New York State site. All right, here we go. Their hospitalizations, 992, and ICU, 109. I will give you a disclaimer. Next weekend is a holiday weekend, Easter. We're going to see a lot of reporting get delayed. Things are going to get messed up. Don't worry. We're staying here, because with this new variant coming, we're going back to at least one video on this channel every day. We're even doing a video tomorrow. I'll find something, because I'm super concerned about what's coming down the pipeline. Look at this, Walgreens. You're seeing a lot of red popping up here. We also turned a corner at Walgreens. Zoom in the chart. We're not going to go state by state. We'll do a couple states, but not many. Look at this. Yeah, it's starting to rise again here at Walgreens. Not good. You can see here the chart's starting to go up. You see a lot of red states. Here's one. Maine. Maine's starting to rise again. Whoa. Yeah. 41.9% positivity in Maine. 31 tests current week. Prior week, 35. And wow. 19.1% increase. It's clearly visible on this chart. And I know when we did the variant proportion update today, we said XBB.1.6 was not really going much in the Northeast yet. But you know what? Neighboring New Hampshire, it was. This is concerning. I think something's definitely going on there. I mean, this is the rise that they're seeing in India right now. Wow. Unbelievable. How about New Hampshire? Is New Hampshire seeing something similar? 6.3% increase. Albeit it's not as high as the other state, but wow, that's truly concerning what's going on in Maine. Let's do a couple more states here. Wow. Kansas, rapidly rising, 41% positive, 12.3% increase, even with a slight increase in testing. Oklahoma, 6.5% increase. How about Virginia? Virginia is now 4.8% increase. How about Louisiana? 10.7% increase in Louisiana. Yeah, things are starting to change quickly. I think CDC is clearly hiding this XBB.1.6 variant. I mean, you can see it right here in the data. The positivities. Let's go back to Maine again. It was dropping, and then all of a sudden it went whoosh, like a rocket ship. That's really alarming. We need to continue watching. Matter of fact, I think Maine is coming close. 45% is their all-time high. Yep, 45.1%. If it continues at this rate, they're going to blow past that by Monday or Tuesday. That is just truly alarming. Let's take a look at the BNO data. And we do have a couple things to get to you on BNO. Not all COVID related. U.S. COVID update, new cases, 30,383. That includes a backlog from Florida. Florida loves to hide the data. I wish they would stop doing that. Number in the hospital has dropped slightly, 19,521, down by 258. Number in ICUs, 2,640, that's down by 13. New deaths, 470. Again, includes backlog from Florida, so we won't read the average because the average is thrown off by that. Then there was this. More than 1,500 sea lions in Chile die of H5N1 bird flu, and the number of dead sea lions in Chile is rapidly rising. More than 1,000 were found dead in the past 2 weeks. How is that not alarming to anyone? And now they have their first human case in Chile. These are mammals. I get it, we're people. But you know what? These are living things as well. We need to care about the other living creatures in this world. We can't just act as if all is fine and dandy. It doesn't work that way. Alrighty, we're going to skip the international update for today because we're already going 11 minutes in this video. We'll do some international update tomorrow. I do want to quickly do a little bit here with the flu, because look at this. We now have high levels of flu again in New York City. We also have high levels of flu in Washington, D.C. They have gone up again. Remember I said some places might see a spring wave? Well, it's happening, and this is relatively concerning. These are very highly populated areas. Neighboring New Jersey, pay attention. Neighboring Virginia and Maryland, pay attention because you get a lot of commuter travel, and this could result in an increase in cases. Not to mention, COVID's going to start really spreading like a wildfire again. Alrighty, that does it for today's pandemic update video. Are you disgusted after this video? I am. I mean, wow. We are clearly walking into a train wreck. It's been a train wreck, but this is going to hit people hard. I mean, this wave is coming. It's coming quick. By the end of April, Easter. Easter's a holiday next week. It's a super spreader. This is going to be a disaster because we're seeing what's happening in India. The only good thing about India that we're seeing is their hospitalizations are not seeing a massive increase, but can you really trust the data there? They have 1 billion people in India, and yet they started at a baseline of under 1,000 cases. Now I think they're up to 3,000 a day. Come on, there's not enough testing. You know they're having more cases than that. You know their hospitalizations are being underreported. Alrighty, that's it for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel down below. Also, please continue wearing these masks. I don't care what you think about masks. I don't care if you don't like wearing them. Please wear them. I saw a couple in a grocery store, father and son. The little kid had a mask on. The father had a mask on. And the little kid actually gave me a thumbs up. I went right back, gave him a thumbs up as well, because they know it's the right thing to do. And you should be doing it too, because things are about to get bad. See you all next time. But until next time, which will be tomorrow, stay safe, everyone.